These turkey meatballs are a really good high protein treat that's low in saturated fat. The herbs and veggies are so delicious in this that you're never going to miss the beef. We're going to be actually cooking these, starting these off in the frying pan, but you can finish them off in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes, and that way you'll lose even less fat. Now, these also are something that you can make in a batch and freeze. They freeze really well, and we'll be showing you how to do that as well later on. So let's get started and just show you the basics of the meatball. So we've got basically the Holy Trinity. We've got carrot. That's an ugly carrot if ever I saw one. We've got carrot, celery, and we've got some diced red onion. Now those we're going to saute together, and once everything is ready, we're going to mix it all up with the turkey. Now with the turkey, we've got some herbs. We've got fabulous, let me bring this so you can see it. We've got fresh oregano, and we've got fresh thyme. Now these have all been chopped up small here, and these are ready to go. Great thing about herbs like oregano and thyme, if you buy a bunch of them fresh, you can just tie a little string around them and hang them upside down to dry, and then you've got them for another couple of months or so. Now we're also going to be putting breadcrumbs in these. Now these are plain breadcrumbs from a box, but if you want to, you can use homemade breadcrumbs from this, which actually I do a lot of the time. And you can just literally get a heel of bread and put it in the food processor and grind it up until it's quite small. But these will do quite well at a pinch. So let's get sauteing the Holy Trinity together, and then we'll put the meatballs together. I'm going to put the heat on to medium-high. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of olive oil. Now, let's put these guys in. As you can see, these are cut into a tiny little dice because these are going into meatballs, so we don't want big pieces. A of salt onto them. This will just help pull out the juices from the... Now, this is half of that, so I'm going to put that into here. Okay. As soon as the shallot is, sorry, the red onion is, as soon as the red onion is cooked through and it's transparent, even a little brown, then they'll be ready to put into the meatballs. I'm going to put in the turkey. Now there's about half a pound here, and which is the full recipe, so I'm just going to put in about half of this. Funny, I never used to eat meatballs until I came to the States, and they're just such a great thing. Or meatloaf. Right, so now we're going to put in the breadcrumbs. I'm just going to get a spatula for this. Now with these are totally plain bread with flour on them. If you're just going to bake them, you don't need to do this, but I'm just going to start these off in the frying pan. So I'm going to put a little bit on here because this is where they're going to rest, but this on this wax paper is where I'm going to roll them out. That I like. You see now I'm taking my rings off because in the end you end up getting a lot of sticky flour on your hands. But actually these are kind of a great thing. When we do in-person classes, we often make things like this because there's nothing like people like more than playing with their food. So that'll get nice and hot. Get that out of the way. Yeah, that's going good. Now with this, there's two things that you can do. Get that out of the way. You can cook them just to brown them a little bit on each side. And then if you're putting them into tomato sauce, you can put them straight into the tomato sauce once they're browned a little bit, and that way they'll finish cooking in the sauce. Or you can put them in the oven, as we said right at the outset, at 350 for about 15 minutes to finish them off. And this is about as many as this pan will take. You don't want to crowd them because otherwise they'll poach. At this stage you could just take them off and put them straight into like a tomato sauce for pasta. So another reason to do them little is that they don't take as long to cook as the big guys do.